Pay attention to the secret to have peace. Secret to slow down this anxious and restless mind, this beating heart that makes you to be a worried person and without peace. Pay attention what the Holy Text says. You will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you. Isaiah 26:3. In other words, here, according to this text, one of the secrets of peace, not the peace that is spoken around this world, but the peace that begins inside the human being, the peace that only God can give to them, is to keep the mind in God. Pay attention. You have no peace, worried, anxious, afraid. You feel like you have butterflies in the stomach. And why are you feeling like that? Because your mind, for sure, it's not firm in God, trusting in God, filling itself with the thoughts of God. Quite the contrary, you have been filling your mind with bad news, with the negative information that comes to you, imagining the worst always, isn't it? You imagining the worst. What if I can't pay my rent? What if what the doctor said comes true? What if this or what if that? So you keep on imagining the worst case scenario. So your mind is on the negative imaginations, the bad words, the threats you received, the bad news, in everything. So these thoughts bring to you uneasiness, disturbance, and that's why you don't have peace. You can try to go out in vacation, you can try to be distracting yourself, try to do something to come out of these thoughts, but in reality will always be there, within yourself. It's like in your guts. It's like if something happened between your stomach and your head that made something to come up and come down, an uneasiness that keeps on traveling from your mind and your stomach. You feel that is like, almost like a physical sensation. It's like something that you have that brings anxiety, preoccupations. You're not able to reason, to think on something, on what to do about it. Why? Because your mind is focused on the negative, bad words and things that came to you. Once the secret is in here, God keeps him in perfect peace whose mind stayed in him, because he trusts in him. So that's what you have to practice. You have to try to do this, to put your mind in God. How do I put my mind in God, Bishop? How do I put my thoughts in God? First place, you have to appreciate the thoughts of God, to value them, to understand how much more valuable they are than the other thoughts that there are. God says, the same prophet Isaiah says, as heavens are higher than the earth, the thoughts of God are higher than ours. Don't you want a higher thought than yours? So which thought is higher, worthy, and better than yours? There's no higher thought than God's. Better than the thought of a psychologist, of a writer, of a specialist, a guru, a philosopher in this world. Better than these thoughts are the thoughts of God that are higher than ours, as heavens are higher than the earth. So appreciate, understand, desire, value these thoughts. King David said about the thoughts of God, "How precious also are your thoughts to me, O God. How precious also are your thoughts to me, O God. How great is the sum of them." Psalm 139, verse 17. Which means, He appreciated the thoughts of God. They were precious to David. He valued these thoughts. And this is what you have to do. You will never put your mind in God if you don't value what is in it. If you keep on valuing information of this world that are useless and unnecessary above the information, not information, but the thoughts, the wisdom of God. So when you start appreciating His thoughts, you will understand why it's worth it for you to put your mind in Him. So to put your mind firm in God is to value His thoughts and to search, what are these thoughts? What are the thoughts of God? Where are the thoughts of God? You understand the thoughts of God in His Word. What is the Holy Bible? The Holy Bible is the collection of the thoughts of God. Yes, there is also the word of man and of the devil, but the word of God is there included, that inspires, directs, that guides, strengthens. It's life and spirit. When you absorb these words, when you put the words of God in your mind, what does happen? He conserves you in perfect peace. You learn how to trust in God because you learn the character of God, to discover the character of God. God has a faithful, loyal, infallible character. When you learn about this character, and then you learn that He never failed with those who trusted in Him, and He will never fail. If He fails, He stops on being God, so there's no way for Him to fail. This is what you learn when you dedicate yourself to His thoughts. So do that. Instead of you keep on filling your mind with bad thoughts, preoccupations, what so-and-so have told me or didn't say it, and you keep on reading, news, informations that are useless and unnecessary, that will not change your life, will do nothing to you, only bad things, only anxiety. So fill your thoughts with the thoughts of God. It's not that we cannot have access to all the information. We have to take decisions, we have to work, study. We do have information in this world that are necessary for our daily life. This is unavoidable. But what is unnecessary? So don't surrender space of your mind to this information that will occupy it without paying rent. They occupy your mind. There they make their dwelling place and they don't pay rent for the space that they are occupying within yourself. And they only bring anxiety, fear, and preoccupations. They take out your peace. The words of God, they bring peace, assurance. They teach us on heaven, trusting God. We are now in the fast of Daniel. We started the fast of Daniel just now. The fast of Daniel, to those who don't know, it's not a fast of food, but it's a fast of information that are unnecessary. It's a detox of this, the mind. It's a detox of the head that today is so polluted, bombarded with dirty and useless information that come to us right, left, and center. So do a test. Detox your mind, removing the useless information and putting worthy information that came from the mind of God. You will see what will happen to you. I doubt that you will not have doubt anymore. I doubt that you're not going to have clarity in your mind, make better decisions, more wisdom that will, after that, make your relationships, your life in general better, your dreams, everything will be better when you put your mind in the precious thoughts of God. And the best of all, it costs nothing, zero. The thoughts of God, that they are available to whoever wants to connect to them. What will you do?
Did you like this? Would you like to hear it again? Listen to it as many times as you need until this content becomes part of you. Don't forget to leave your like, comment, and share. See you next time.